Welcome, welcome, welcome. Trying to get this thing fixed here. Okay, there we go. I do believe that will do. So just going to take a minute, let everyone get... Oh, probably don't want to do that. I decided to make this a public live, so I'm going to give people an opportunity to dial in, since I haven't done a public live in a while. So welcome to whoever is here. If you would, if you want to drop into the chat and just let me know. I don't know if this is someone from my group or if it's someone from Instagram or Facebook. But I thank you for joining. Do feel I need to move this a bit closer. Okay, there we go. That's better. Oh, hello, Mohammed. I'm so grateful you're joining. I would have tagged you. I didn't. I was just tagging those that mentioned they were going to tune in. So I'm so grateful that you're here. Welcome, Yvonne. Welcome. I did make this this live public just to allow if anyone else wanted to join, to give them an opportunity to receive, kind of also give people an opportunity to experience prior to the 1221, because 1221 is it's similar to this, but as you guys know, those Zoom offerings, the paid for offerings are much more powerful. So I'm really, really excited. These activations, these daily activations have been amazing and so beneficial. They've been offering so much for us, I feel, allowing us to just really push the boundaries of our physical experience. Well, I don't even want to say it is pushing the boundaries, but it's more than that. It's rising into the space of higher vibration, higher tone, and really, experiencing the tone from a different space. And I used to, before, when I went through toning, I would make the toning sound. And now I will, as you guys know, they're in my group because we've been doing this for the last few days. Welcome. The tone, the ability to experience the tone in a very, very powerful state really only requires the awareness of it, at least from my experience. It hasn't been necessary for me to tone with sounds, even though I've gone through that process as well. So it comes out a little bit sometimes, but this process is really an acknowledgement and awareness, and using the power and harnessing the power of the awareness through the perception of higher consciousness. So really, 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 really exciting. Sure. Ask away. And I will probably give it about another minute or two, and then we'll start easing into it. It's usually around the 5-minute mark when the majority of people begin to drop in. So just give it a little bit of time so that people don't come in right in the middle of the activation. But even if they do, it's still going to be powerful. How are you guys in my group feeling? I know, Yvonne, you mentioned getting up and moving. Did that help the process of what's moving through post activation yesterday? Because I know for me, the movement helped last night, because the movement for me was outside, and I was going in between temperatures, like being hot and cold. I could definitely feel how it actually enhanced the experience of the purging from the skin. Just got to go through and hide. And so I'm going to leave the comments open this time, but I can tell you right now, for anyone that's tuning in or that's dropping in, if the comments are inappropriate, I'm just going to block you and hide you. So, I mean, this doesn't really matter. It's not going to bother me. It's not going to distract me. So it's kind of not really going to do you any good. If you come in here wanting to, you know, whatever, act out for whatever reason, it's not going to matter. You're not going to get a reaction or a rise out of me. I'll just block you. So we can just get rid of that, take care of that really quickly. So, welcome. Wonderful, Yvonne. Wonderful. Yeah, it was very interesting because the reaction that the skin had due to the purging of the lymph nodes with these cosmic rays was really intense. It really showed the degree of maybe stuck energy, blocked energy, lower density energy that was held in the lymph nodes and was therefore blocked and clogged through the skin, through the pores. So one of the things that might happen, or even though I don't feel we're going through the nodes again today, I heard gallbladder, stomach meridian for the cosmic rays, as well as astral etheric, and of course anything else that comes through as I move higher in consciousness, higher in awareness, and I pull into. I will, I'll bring anything through that's here, but right now that's the main. And violet ray is really assisting in uprooting, clearing, cleansing, as always. It's purging. I do feel the stomach, the gallbladder is going to go through a pretty big reset. The stomach is going to go through a pretty big reset. As everyone knows, we store a lot in our stomach. The seat of our soul is actually moving from our stomach higher. Our soul is moving higher out of the lower into the higher. And so in order for our soul extension, we say it's the seat of our soul because it's where we come into energetically. The majority of our energy is held through incarnate experiences. And as we come into these incarnate experiences, as we step into our life lessons, as we move through our karma and everything that we have right now that's available to experience. Hello, welcome. Everything that we have here that's available to experience. One of the things you all have heard me speak into prior, if you've been joining my lives, is post-life reviews, but we get to do the post-life review now. The reason why I'm speaking this really quickly as we get ready to head into the activation is because our choices determine, our choices and our perception go hand in hand. Our choices and the energy of our experiences go hand in hand. The purpose of the post-life review is to see, okay, what choices did I make and how did those choices affect me? How did my response or reaction, how did it affect another? Reviewing where we could have learned a lesson and didn't. And so therefore we have an opportunity in the post-life review to master that choice so that we don't bring as much karma in with us when we reincarnate. However, lesson groups, even if we've, let's say, mastered or semi-mastered some of those choices in the post-life review, when we come back in, we're still coming into lesson groups. So we have a lot of energy that's stored in those sacral chakra, in the chakras. Sacral we just did yesterday for my group. And I'm not surprised that the stomach is coming through because I do feel there are a lot of life lesson reviews that are coming through in the sacral. One of the things I want to mention, yes, overall purging from densities. The winter solstice. Winter solstice is a planetary cycle that is actually held in the sacral chakra. This is something that came through in my my group live. That's the first time I've received that. It's the first time I've reviewed that. It was very interesting. It was reflected to me through 3 of the cosmic councils we were connected to. I reviewed it higher through my higher self just to be sure. And this cycle, because we're coming upon the planetary solstice, there is a lot right now in the gut, in the kidneys, the stomach, kidneys, gallbladder, pancreas. These are all connected. And this energy, due to these planetary cycles, is holding a lot right now. It's moving a lot too. So, one of the things that I've recommended for my group space is to, honor some intermittent fasting, or when you feel called to it, to fast. I feel myself going back into some fasting just to honor the process of what's happening with the kidneys, with the stomach, with the gallbladder, all of that. So our organs are connected to these planetary cycles, of course. They're connected to our individual loops. Right now, I'm hearing and feeling that there are some fear-based program loops that are connected through this winter solstice cycle on a planetary meridian scale. And I can tell you right now, when we went through this yesterday for the group, I could see everything moving up and out. It was like I had gone down and started coming back up again, and then I landed in a space, and as I was moving through the heart, I could see all this energy being pulled out of the crown from that loop of the winter solstice, of the cycle, the cycle of the winter solstice. So these cosmic councils, Arcturian, Pleiadian, and Sirian, were the ones that reflected that this was a cycle that was actually needing to be cleared, because as we're shifting planetary wise out of Maya time or out of calendar time, I understand that the solstice isn't just calendar time, it's actually the movement of the planet and it's the movement of the sun. However, we have these, the way that this movement is happening through this new era of time in relation to the planet, relation to the sun, relation to the cosmos, it's shifting. And so we are going through these daily activations where we're tuning to the oscillation of the true time of the planet, which is vibration. And this vibration is shifting. The polarity of the vibration is shifting. It's been shifting for a little while now. And so we are receiving our solar body attunements. We're receiving these cosmic ray attunements. All of this is in preparation for that continual movement through this astral gateway of the cosmos, or the sun. It's really the sun. I'm sorry. This astral gateway of the sun, which is what's pulling the planet through. It's what's pulling the cosmos through. It's happening on a universal time clock, if you will. So I know that pretty much everyone is aware of such things, but when you go into the actual experience, there's a difference between academically having information and vibrationally experiencing that from a space of what you know, because what you know is an experience. A lot of people say, oh yeah, well, I know that, but they've never experienced it, which means you academically have accessed information, but you haven't yet experienced the vibration of it. And that's a completely different thing. So what's coming through today and what I am bringing through is this connection. Again, I feel cosmic councils coming in, majority Sirian, and I'm not surprised with that, because Sirian is heavily connected to, and Arcturian heavily connected to the cycles of the planet and assisting with those. Now, I know I've spoken into and I've reflected the importance of a path of mastery, and the importance of that is directly correlated to the ebb and flow of how these activations come through in relation to the cosmic rays, in relation to the cosmic councils, in relation to masters, because these energies only step in first and foremost when I ask, because you must ask. But secondly, they step in from a space of when it's that point in time to receive. And I do realize the asking is a very big part of that. And I also realize the moving through everything that I have to where I could master and understand my character, so that I did not lean on the cosmic councils and the masters to such a degree that I didn't move through and understand myself and understand the belongingness to myself, because that was one thing I was getting really lost in for a long time, was the need to always be connected to the cosmic, to always be connected, to always have connection, and to always feel like I was belonging. It was a very, very important thing for me for a long time. It was something that I needed. And it was the only way I felt that I could connect to others was through having access to that. It was a part of my identity. That was the reason why I stepped away from connection for a little while, is because I realized how much of my identity was a part of that need to connect, that need to show that I could connect, that need to be seen as being able to connect, the need to, like, just being seen as being able to channel. Welcome, Greg. So grateful you can make it. And so, with this whole process of being able to understand who I am on a soul extension level, who I am on a higher self level, to be able to go through this continual mastery of self, to then arrive at the ability to call those energies back in and to allow them to be present as a reflection of that state of awareness that I'm in, but without getting so involved in this belonging and getting so involved in this space of need, right? It was definitely, I could feel it was an energetic crutch. And it was like, if I wasn't bringing something new in, if I didn't have something new coming in from the councils, or from the galactic, or from the cosmic, or from whatever, if I didn't have something new coming in, there was a feeling that I just wasn't doing enough. And it was like, it was a definite loop of energy. And it's something where I feel that if we don't allow ourselves to balance the mastery with the inviting in of those energies, we do get lost in our projected beliefs. And I've seen that for myself, which is why I speak it. Those in my group, we've witnessed it together. It's not like I'm just saying it because I think it could be a possibility, or it's just some belief that I hold. No, I've moved through that. I've lived, and I understood what it's like to be lost in that space. So now I'm really excited to allow and invite in these cosmic connections again, and to allow everything to come in for these activated states. So we're going to begin here in just a moment. Now, if anyone is tuning into this and you've never gone through an activation like this, I would highly recommend the entire time you keep your eyes closed. You do not need to see me. And you really, it's in order for you to reach higher states of awareness and higher states of consciousness, eyes closed, so that you're inward focused. There's nothing that's so important that you need to type it. Even if you're aware of something as we're moving through it, I'm most grateful to receive where people are aware of things, but it's not that important to need to type it, to need to say, okay, this is what I can see, this is what I know, this. And I'm not saying that you can't, and I'm definitely not, saying that it's not allowed. I'm just simply inviting in a new allowing so that you're not distracted, because when we're moving through higher states of consciousness, through this process, it's about feeling. Now, if you're just moving through, psychic lines and the projection of the mind, because that's lower mind projects images through the psychic. That's how we see images in this realm. It's we don't. We travel into the image. It's it's something that as of right now, for where we are, and I know you've heard me say this, all have heard me say this, but again, it's still valid, it's still present, is that the psychic connection isn't clear. There's still a lot of distortion, because you have to remember, we're still a collective that are connected through emotions. We're a collective that are connected through the mind. And so when certain people feel a certain way about a belief, it's passed through the collective tone, the collective vibration. And therefore, this is why we all pick up on similar energies. All it takes is one person being aware of something and it passes through the collective energy. Those that are aware of that word, even just that word, will become aware of whatever they believe that word is, because your perception is your reality. So we have these lines that do receive, right? We are antennas. However, our highest point of connection comes from moving through states of awareness into a higher state of consciousness, which means you're awake, but you're in a trance state and you move higher and higher and higher. And that trance state is the state between being like awake fully with the lower mind and asleep. It's in between, where your subconscious is operating, but it's operating in the background. So the overlighting factor is consciousness and higher. And that's those are specific brain waves. Those are specific frequency waves or vibrational waves. And if you're doing something else, like typing and looking around, that's feeding into the physical brainwave of information. So you begin to disconnect a bit. Okay. So we'll go ahead and begin dropping in. I would like to invite everyone to just take a few moments to take a few deep breaths and to allow yourself to just move through the state of connecting to your breath, maybe even placing a hand on your chest to deepen into the physical connection of your being that's present here now. Bringing yourself here, grounding yourself into the physical, pulling yourself down from the mind, bringing yourself into an anchor. As soon as you begin to do this, you should begin to feel your feet pulling the energy down and grounding and anchoring you through the root, pulling down as I'm guiding down now into the Earth Star. So this energy is pulling down. And you can tap on your heart, you can tap on your third eye, you can tap on your crown to just break up any energy. If you feel any stagnant energy, you can do some tapping just to open up those centers. But I would really like for you to focus on bringing yourself down into the body first. Bringing yourself into a grounded presence. And just allowing yourself to breathe. And through the breath, opening up the connection, sensing, just expanding your senses and seeing how far you can expand your feelers. Maybe at first you just become aware of the center point of your third eye, but if you allow it to expand, you can feel your entire face around your skull into the back. You can feel an entire encompassing of sensations. Maybe it just begins around the top of your crown. You can expand it up, can expand it behind. And pulling the energy down. Pulling it down from the crown, down through the throat, down through the shoulders. Feeling the opening of the heart. And now pulling the energy up from the base of the feet, up the legs. Up the hips. Up through the root. Up through the stomach and up to the heart, expanding it. And just allowing yourself to feel that flow of energy. And opening up the physical, expanding, pulling the energy now through the heart. Expanding out. Expanding out. Softening the physical. Opening the physical and beginning the dematerialization. Dematerializing. Dematerializing. Disconnecting from lower. Expanding. You can feel the lightness, the openness. Expanding, expanding, dematerializing more. And in this process of dematerialization, let's go ahead and open the Earth Star. Opening, activate Earth Star, allowing in the currents. Opening, activating Soul Star, allowing in the currents. Allowing in the currents. There we go. That's really picking that energy up some. Allowing in the currents. And moving into the emotional body, opening the emotional body. Opening. Opening. Clearing the emotional body. Clearing. Clearing emotional body, clearing emotional realm, clearing physical body, clearing all physical, clearing opening up the physical, opening up the emotional, activating waveform. Activating waveform. There we go. Activating waveform. And just allowing yourself to feel the waves of the physical, the waves of the emotional, as they are sensations. Now opening up the mental plane, opening up the mental body, opening into the mental body, clearing, clearing mental body, clearing mental plane, clearing, activating waveform. Now you can really feel the waves of each of these planes of existence, dematerializing physical more. Dematerializing, disconnecting from lower, disconnecting from lower, disconnecting from lower thoughts, disconnecting from lower feelings. Disconnecting from lower thoughts, disconnecting from lower feelings. Disconnecting any loops, disconnecting any loops, and opening all spaces of loops. Let's call those spaces into the light. So opening sun star, opening sun star, opening activating sun star, opening, opening sun star, opening, allowing in the light, allowing in the currents. Allowing in the light, allowing in the currents. You may feel some burning, tingling sensations from the sun star, especially as it connects through the heart star. Letting in the light, letting in the currents. And calling these loops, calling these spaces of loops, calling these into the light. Now, if anything shows, if you hear anything or you feel anything or you sense anything, acknowledge that, please. Acknowledge what it is. Allow it to pass through the acceptance of the heart. Accepting, acknowledging any loops. Accepting, acknowledging where you have been connecting into these loops. Yeah, I'm really feeling the wing space and the heart space open and receiving. Receiving these loops, cleansing, purifying, and pulling up and through the sun star. Cleansing, purifying. Cleansing, purifying, pulling up and through the sun star. And we're just opening up and allowing. Right now, we're going to start moving higher. Right now, we're just opening up and making space. We're making room to receive the higher currents, to receive the higher vibrations. For the cosmic rays are take up a lot of space. So opening, and yes, feeling some major clearings. And let's go ahead and open that stomach meridian, gallbladder meridian, opening in preparation for receiving, opening gallbladder meridian, opening stomach meridian, opening governor vessel meridian, Okay, opening these up, opening up Meridian for the kidneys and liver, pancreas. Opening, 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 opening in preparation. Opening these meridians. And that's really going to open up that flow coming in from the Earth Star too, especially for the pancreas. Opening, 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 opening. And just reviewing, feeling these meridians. Okay. Now let us begin opening into the etheric. Opening into the etheric. Moving the awareness into the etheric. Moving the awareness into the etheric and opening the physical plane, opening the physical plane, opening the physical plane, receiving etheric energy, receiving the subtle body opening. Opening, receiving the etheric energy. Receiving. Okay. Now, moving a little higher in awareness. Give me just a moment. I'm going to move a little higher into the stars. Okay, we're being pulled. Okay, let's pull us up, pull us up, pull us up, pull us up, pulling up through the heart, moving higher, pulling up, pulling up, pulling up, pulling up. Moving higher. Moving higher. Opening, activating cosmic star. Opening, activating cosmic star. Letting in the currents. And calling in the Syrian High Council to begin connecting. And requesting toning through the cosmic star. There it comes. You might feel some intense pulling, some intense magnetism, or at least that's how I experience it. Being pulled up, being pulled up, being pulled up. Energetically moving. And calling in, requesting violet ray packets to begin moving in through the cosmic star, in through the sun star, in through the soul star. Begin the infiltration, begin the connection. Just moving the antenna a little bit here to receive. Opening, 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 opening. Okay. Opening into receiving violet ray packets. Violet ray packets, of course, coming in through the crown. Third eye, you're going to really feel this coming in through the throat and the chest. Going down through those meridians into the stomach. Into the kidneys. Violet ray packets coming in, coming in, coming in, coming in through the stomach meridian. Coming in through the stomach gallbladder. Coming in through the pancreas meridian. Coming in through the kidney meridian. Deepening into connection. I'm hearing Syrian star, so I can feel I can feel that connection coming in through the cosmic star. Syrian High Council, Syrian star. Remember, their star has ascended, so moving into the tone, receiving the tone, and requesting to receive the tone, requesting to receive the attunement to the Syrian star. Okay, receiving. Oh, that's beautiful. That's coming in third eye, but it's also coming in from the back. It's coming in from the cosmic orbit. Feels like an egg-shaped shield. Yeah, that's connecting. Is that connecting to the causal body? Yeah, I feel it connecting through the causal body. So bringing that in, bringing it in from the causal body, infiltrating, coming in, coming in, coming in, coming in, coming in through the mental body, pulling it in through the mental body. Pulling it in, pulling it in, pulling it in through the emotional body. Pulling it in through the physical body, pulling it all the way, pulling it into the astral. I'm sorry, pulling it into the astral. Pulling it all the way in, anchoring in through the etheric. Anchoring it in through the etheric, anchoring it in, anchoring it in, anchoring it in through the etheric. So we're just taking a moment to that is a beautiful field. Yeah, it feels like two vortices meeting, like it's like two funnels meeting. Two fields, yeah, two torreal fields, big ones meeting. Now, if you'll notice, these are you might feel it, at least for me, I feel it down my arms, but I don't feel it lower than my heart. These are higher fields of toning and tuning, which means they're not going to reach the lower. They're not meant to. That's what the Earth Star is for. But this and the Earth Star is keeping us anchored. But these higher magnetic tones, these higher sensations are all going to be heart and higher. Now we can pull, and you'll notice I will be pulling some rays in, and I will pull the rays through the lower, through the meridians. But with this one, especially with this being a Sirian star, it's not going to be accessible lower than heart. But that's a beautiful attunement there. So I think, thank you, High Council. Thank you. And with this, pulling or inviting in, calling in the violet ray, calling in the violet ray, calling in the packets of the violet ray coming in, and calling these packets into the gut, calling them into the stomach. Ooh, I just burped at that. Calling all violet ray packets into the stomach, calling in crystalline compounds from the 5th dimensional astral etheric, calling these in mostly from the etheric. Yes, let's bring them, anchor the astral into the astral, bringing the etheric violet ray into the stomach. And opening the tone for the 5th dimensional etheric, anchoring violet ray packets. And using this tone, using this vibration to break down any stored trauma, any stored emotional memory, any imprints of a lower mind, any imprints of lower memory, any imprints of trauma. Now, trauma is also perception, but through our perception, we leave imprints, vibrational imprints on ourself through the field of memory. Memory is a field. It's like a field of consciousness, and in that moment when you perceive something as being bad or you perceive it as negative and you're in such a state of fear, it leaves an imprint. So, and also calling into these packets, these violet ray packets, requesting that these violet ray packets pull out any imprints of sickness or disease, pulling all sick energy, all diseased energy into the violet ray packets, pulling it out of the gut, calling in reparations to the stomach and all lining. And also calling in auric reparations while this is underway. Calling in auric reparations. Repairing any tears in the auric field, any holes in the auric field. Oh yeah, that feels much better. And so requesting, calling out now, calling out and releasing, 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 releasing all imprints, releasing, 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 clearing, 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 clearing imprints of sickness, clearing imprints of disease, clearing imprints of trauma from the stomach, and calling in the etheric energy to assist, support, regenerate. coming in through that solar plexus, pulling it in, pulling it in, pulling it in and out, pulling it 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 out, and receiving the etheric. It's like a vacuum or a suction. Clearing, 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 clearing those imprints. Clearing. Yeah, that was definitely, there was a lot that was definitely connected into, it was definitely sacral, but it was solar plexus a lot too. Absolutely. And I'm really feeling, the whole COVID pandemic, and we have flu pandemics, all of these fear-based control programs, they feed it to us, and then we quote unquote get sick, or we believe it and then we get sick, right? So everything is a program. They feed us with the program. And the bio warfare, which is really what it is it's created. All of this is created, and it's created to serve in the control of fear. And so if you have obtained any of these, or you still move through feeling like you are sick, remember that your mind can oversee and retract any of that, because all of that is simply just a program of fear. And anything that shows up that is in a field of sickness or disease is a fear core programming. And all governments are very well aware of how to feed the fear core. They understand how to feed this in through the television and how to feed this in through radio waves. They are very well aware. So we allow all of that energy to be cleared and cleansed from the physical plane, clearing from the physical plane. Man, that feels so much lighter. Clearing for the physical plane, clearing from the emotional plane, clearing. Whew, even lighter, clearing. And clearing from the mental plane, clearing. Clearing. That feels so much better. Clearing, clearing, clearing. The stomach feels very much alive again. It feels very good. And requesting with the assistance, calling the Arcturian Council once again, Syrian High Council and Palladian High Council. As we once again open up the planetary meridians, reflecting through the solar plexus, and are there any planetary fear core programs that are here to be cleared through the solar, any more that are here to be cleared through the solar plexus? Fractalization of money. Fear core around money. Yeah. I can really feel that weighing heavier in the masculine. The feminine feels a bit more free. Okay, so let us open up the masculine. Opening, opening, opening masculine, opening masculine. And requesting assistance from the higher realms, and requesting with the assistance of the violet ray through the cosmic star, requesting and beginning the clearing of the fear core programs around money. Clearing, clearing, disconnecting, disentangling from fear core programs. Clearing, clearing, calling in violet ray packets And calling in crystalline compounds from the 5D etheric. Crystalline compounds, please begin the toning of the masculine, the tone of unity, tone of freedom. Violet ray packets pulling up and out, violet ray packets pulling fear core programming up and out, up and out, up and out, clearing. Clearing. Venus, I'm hearing a connection to Venus. I'm hearing Venus. Clearing any distorted Venusian gateways in connection with this. Clearing the depreciation, clearing. What's that word I'm looking for? Clearing the shadow of Venus. There we go. Clearing the shadow of Venus, clearing. Clearing the shadow of Venus in the masculine through the fear core programming, clearing. And pulling it up, up, up and out, pulling it up and out, pulling it up and out, purifying through the cosmic star, returning, purifying through the sun star, returning to source, turning that energy, and we will allow it back in a pure, clear form, just allowing that energy to be returned as energy, clearing it. I can really feel how that's moving up through the face and through the throat. I'm hearing an image. Sometimes I feel like it can block our image of self. Now let us open up the feminine just to balance. Opening the feminine. Opening the feminine. Masculine remaining open in support, vibrational toning to 5D. And feminine open and clearing, calling crystalline compounds from the 5D etheric into the feminine to begin that toning of unity, purity, freedom, and disentangling, dismantling, and clearing all fear core programming around money. Calling in violet ray packets into the feminine to begin pulling those programs and imprints up and out, pulling up and out, pulling up and out, clearing. 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 Clearing that identity aspect around the fear core, clearing. Violet ray packets pulling up and out, clearing. Now everything is there. We go. Now I feel it moving into the heart. Moving into the heart. Toning. Present now, active through that balance of the heart. Allowing there to be a free and open receiving, viewing money from a space that is not fear-based, that is not survival-based. Just as it is energy. Allowing. And let us know. I do feel, yeah, I feel going into the astral plane. Yep, I definitely feel there are some memories in the astral plane here in relation to the fear core programming in connection with both sickness and lack. So opening that astral plane, opening into, and calling forward all memories of lack in relation to money, the fear connected to money through the perception of lack, calling this into the heart, and also calling forward any memories of sickness, disease, lacking health, calling this into the heart. Allowing the receiving of these memories with grace and acceptance, allowing these moments to be seen with forgiveness, with grace, acceptance, and love, honoring those moments where you believed that that was true, or honoring any projected thought that shows itself, giving you an opportunity to project yourself to a possible future moment where that could be true. Accepting all of this and allowing there to be a clearing, calling violet ray into the astral, calling violet ray down through the cosmic star, penetrating through the sun star, opening, connecting the solar body of the violet ray, connecting into the solar body of the violet ray, anchoring into the astral, anchoring solar violet ray, burning away this energy, burning and purifying, burning, purifying. As this is burning and purifying, calling forth the memories of unconditional prosperity, health, and wellness that is overflowing, the peace of optimal health, the peace of optimalness, the peace of prosperity, standing in the root I am, allowing the feelings. I am prosperous. I am healthy. I am wealthy because I am healthy. I am free. Allowing all of this to flow in and just feeling how that's really anchoring into the root, how there's so much pouring in there energetically through feeling. All the cells are receiving that truth. You're feeling it. You're experiencing. You are experiencing that through memory. You have cellular memory. You have fields of memory. The overflowing remembrance of the I am. Remembering the I am that is strong, that is secure, that is safe, that is firmly cemented in a space as the creator, not the victim. For you can speak the I am, and you can speak the I am from a victim state, distorting the security of the I am. But in this space, we stand secure in the I am, as the I am that I am, for I am. Just really feeling that. Really feeling that just fill us up, feeling that energy fill us up. I am creator. I am mind. I am body. I am emotions. I am soul. I am higher self. I am divine. I am light. I am love. I am fixed design. Allowing these things to pour in and just feel those are higher. So you're going to feel that pouring in from the higher big time. That feels really, really good. And so just allowing. Now let's call forth the cosmic councils once again. I would ask the cosmic councils to reflect anything on a planetary scale that is here to be seen or reviewed. If there is anything, we might have already gone through it. Again, winter solstice is coming up. This is a big one. I know we've already gone through this with the group, and I will be offering this on the winter solstice. For those that are interested, you will be able to join in. I will speak more about that at the end. Okay. Now just requesting the violet ray packets to come in. And just requesting the violet ray packets come in and do a sweep of the physical, mental, and emotional planes. Doing a sweep of the physical, opening. Yeah, I really feel this coming in through the feminine. Opening, coming in. Let us bring the violet ray packets in through the brain. Opening up the psychic channels, but clearing the psychic channels, clearing the senses, clearing the sight. Violet ray packets are clearing the sight. Violet ray packets are clearing the sound. Opening the sound, opening the sight. Violet ray packets opening the sense of taste, opening the taste buds, opening and clearing. Clearing taste. Resetting the taste, resetting the sound, resetting the sight. Violet ray packets opening, smell, the sense of smell, opening and clearing. Clearing the sense of smell. Violet ray packets opening the taste. I'm sorry, the touch. Opening the touch. Well, that's big time coming through the temples there. Violet ray packets, opening touch, clearing touch, and expanding into the neural network, clearing and resetting. Clearing and resetting the neural network. Clearing all receptors, clearing all receptors, clearing, disconnecting from lower receptivity, disconnecting from all control frequencies, disconnecting. Disconnecting from and resetting connection to lower. Moving through the entire neural network, resetting. Clearing all hormonal receptors. Clearing. Activating hormonal receptors, calling in 5D crystalline compounds from the etheric, anchoring into the receptors, carrying the tone of the violet ray. Enhancing the tone of the violet ray through the neural network. Enhancing the tone. Connecting to the tone of the sun star. Connecting to the tone of the cosmic star. Toning. Activating tone of the violet ray through these receptors, activating. Just allowing a moment for the toning. Toning. And now calling in, opening universal star. Opening universal star. Requesting toning of the astral to the universal star. Activating orbit, activating toning of the astral. Extending into the tone of the astral. Astral matching universal star tone. And etheric matching universal star tone. So requesting universal star, begin toning the etheric. Toning to the universal star. Etheric is toning to the universal star. Toning. Okay, now we're going to go into the universal star. No, first we're going to pull up to the sun star. We're going to move through each of the stars, beginning with Soul Star, opening Soul Star, pulling through the Soul Star. Receiving the tone of the Soul Star. Pulling through, pulling through, pulling through, pulling through, pulling through, pulling through. Receiving the tone of the Soul Star, pulling through, pulling through, pulling through, going up, pulling through. And opening Sun Star, expanding Sun Star, opening and pulling up from the Soul Star into the Sun Star. Pulling up, opening and expanding into the Sun Star. Opening and expanding into the Sun Star. It's very warm. Opening, expanding into the Sun Star, moving up, moving up, moving up, moving up through the Sun Star, opening the cosmic star, opening, opening, opening. Pulling up through the cosmic star, pulling up, moving through the cosmic star. Just moving the awareness through each of the stars, moving up. And opening universal star, activating orbit, and moving up, moving up, moving up, moving up, moving up into the universal star. Anchoring in the universal star, activating the orbit, opening Earth star, activating orbit, coming into the tone of universal Earth, beginning toning, beginning toning, toning carrying through the physical plane, toning carrying through the mental plane, toning carrying through the emotional plane. All planes active, matching universal star tone. And opening the spirit star, opening the spirit star, opening the spirit star. Requesting to receive the connection to the monadic cord, the monadic consciousness. Opening into the spirit star. And requesting to receive the flame of the monad. Receiving the flame of the monad into the third eye. Purifying inward vision. Receiving the flame of the monad in the heart. Purifying inward feeling. Receiving the flame of the monad in the root, the base of the spine. Purifying the perception of the I am. And from here, opening the horizontal plane, balancing the horizontal plane, harmonizing, balancing, opening, 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 balancing, opening, balancing, opening, 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 balancing, harmonizing, horizontal plane. And opening vertical plane, opening, 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 harmonizing, aligning, aligning cosmic, aligning cosmic planetary, aligning universal planetary. Aligning. Just taking a few moments for these alignments. Aligning, aligning, aligning. Calling violet ray into the lateral plane. Coming in through cosmic planetary. Calling violet flame and violet ray into the horizontal plane, cosmic planetary. Lots opening right now, lots opening. And calling in through the spirit star. Calling in the ray of unity, ray of light. Calling this in. Coming in from the spirit star and moving up, connecting into and through the ray of unity. The ray of unity is a pearlescent white ray, or at least that's how I'm sensing it. You don't really see these rays. You can, you can, but they're more about feeling and sensing. And requesting to receive ourselves through that spirit star. Opening crown, opening, 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 opening crown, opening crown, opening crown, opening, opening, opening. Opening a little more, opening third eye a little more, opening a little more, gently opening. There we go, opening. Opening. That feels better. Opening. Opening the crown, opening the third eye, opening the throat, expanding and opening the heart. Opening. and opening through the hairline, calling in any reparations to the hairlines. Opening, receiving through the hairlines, receiving, violet and pearlescent, receiving. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sensations. Opening the crown a little more, opening, opening and expanding the hemispheres, opening, opening, expanding. Okay, we'll finalize this. Requesting to receive through the cosmic star, the north node, receiving the north node activation alignment, receiving, north node activation alignment being received, and requesting to receive the Astral Elysium activated alignment, receiving, through the north node activated and the Astral Elysium activated, clearing all cellular memory that is in the lower vibrational negative. Clearing, clearing, and calling mind, calling body, calling emotions into the highest paradigm, into the highest aligned connection, into the highest paradigm, coming into the highest aligned paradigm. Coming in, and calling this in, calling this paradigm in, calling this in, calling this in through the heart, calling it in through the heart, aligning through the heart, aligning through the heart, pulling all energy through the heart, pulling everything through the heart, coming in, coming in, coming in, coming in, coming in through the heart, coming in, coming in, coming back into the heart, coming back into the heart, anchoring heart, anchoring earth star, anchoring heart, anchoring earth star, everything pouring in, everything coming in, everything aligning, heart, earth star, soul star, all higher stars closing the expansion, receiving the self through the soul star, and receiving the self through higher, but just the activated receiving. Allowing everything to come in, coming in, coming in, coming in. Coming in through the heart. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful activation. Oh, there's a lot coming up through the throat. Coming up, coming up, coming up. Yes, I feel that coming up. Opening the throat, clearing, opening, 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 clearing, opening, 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 clearing. Violet ray packets continually opening up through the meridians, planetary, solar, stomach, spleen, pancreas, gallbladder, and kidneys. Okay. Activation complete. I will call in crystalline compounds from the 5D etheric really quickly just to come in, anchoring into the aura, maintaining the tone, maintaining the vibration, just to allow everything to integrate. And let me go ahead and just maintain those crystalline compounds in the stomach for right now. They may, those can clear whenever the upgrades are complete, and they will clear from the field when the upgrades are complete. Let's see. Any other areas where those crystalline compounds might assist. I'm going to call them into the crown for the open receiving, just to maintain there through the receiving and through the spine and through the root. Just a balance. Yeah. Okay. All right. Finished at 1333. So allowing everything that has been received to continue moving in. I would like to open up this right side. Nervous. I feel like it's tendon. Some of it's vagus, but I'm really feeling the tendon. So calling in crystalline compounds into the muscles and tendons and into the vagus nerve, opening and expanding, disentangling all knots or points, pinches of energy in the shoulders, clearing all pinches of energy out of the shoulders. Opening. Opening. And just really just balancing and relaxing those shoulder. Shoulder is where we receive and a lot of energy comes in and out, can go out. Shoulder, neck. So calling in reparations to the shoulders. And the back of the neck. Repairing through quantum. Repairing all time gaps. Releasing all time loops from the shoulders and the neck. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, that's a big one. There's a lot of death that's held on a collective level in the shoulders and the neck. opening. I felt that. I felt that. Opening, 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 clearing, clearing, clearing these planetary loops, clearing, clearing the death, clearing the imprints. Oh, clearing the imprints of death. Oh, clearing the imprints, clearing, clearing where any energy from death was imprinted or brought through. This could have been beheading, hanging, suicide, homicide, clearing, clearing the quantum space, opening, 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 and releasing through the shoulders, calling the green ray and the red ray in through the shoulders. Red ray purifying the lower death cycles, clearing and cleansing that imprint from within the root. And then green ray coming up and just supporting in the reparations. Green ray providing reparations. Oh, that feels so much better. Calling the red ray in through the joints, the muscles and the tissues of the body to clear any memory of death and of trauma. Clearing any stored memory of death and trauma. Clearing this through the muscles. Clearing this through the bones and through the joints. Clearing the tissues of the body. Clearing, cleansing, and then calling in green ray to repair all leaks and repair all distortions, all rips, all fragments in time. Clearing, repairing. Okay, reparations of time through the body. Okay, those are complete. Thank you for hanging in there as we move through that, because I've just really been feeling that in the shoulders and neck. And oh, I can feel where that feels so much better. That feels so much better. I'd be curious if anyone else has been feeling that as well. Yeah, and that right shoulder, it's right there. Right there. What is that? What is right shoulder? What is held in that right shoulder? Is it cosmic? It feels, yeah, cosmic. I heard it's cosmic. This could just be for me, but yeah. Yes. Yes. And I'm also hearing there's cosmic war. Yeah, I'm still feeling it. It's going, okay. It's cosmic. Okay. Calling in all soul extensions and the cosmic, inviting in the soul extensions and the cosmic, connected to the higher self soul, of course, but calling these in and calling in calling in all service, higher plane, physical plane, calling in the groups of light that assist in cosmic reparations through planetary cosmic, through astral etheric, and assisting in the reparations. Yep. I'm definitely feeling that suicide hanging. And there's the shoulder cuff, the shoulder going into the arm on the right side. There's a lot of war. There's a lot of war through that red ray. So I'm going to call in a team to assist, calling in a cosmic team, calling in the higher planes, calling in the cosmic red ray teams of healing, calling in the cosmic red ray teams of time restoration, calling in the cosmic green ray teams of healing and restoration, calling in the cosmic violet ray teams of healing and restoration. Oh, there it goes. Beginning the restoration. Holy crap, through that right arm. Beginning restoration. And you may feel it in different areas depending on where you have been affected by the wars. And these are cosmic and planetary. My goodness. Opening, repairing. My entire arm is that's moving by myself. It's so amazing. I can feel them working and repairing. We're going to take a few moments here, you guys, because this is big time. These are broken lines of time. Oh my goodness, I can feel. So, red ray, there's been a big miscarriage of will and power, especially in this planet. You know, it began during the Atlantean times when they got bored. They were too smart. They were the first attunement of the, they were the first attunement of the emotional, but it was the beginning introductions of the mental. There was spirit. There was spirit, but there was also intelligence. So there was the beginning of manipulating DNA, splicing with animals, and manipulating. And this is what happens when we aren't content with our existence. And this is happening now. The collective on the planet, as we know, governments and such are working towards, they've been cloning. We've already got cloned humans. We've got cloned animals. We have cloned food. And it's beginning again. So, man, that reparation. My goodness, this was a big one. So I'm going to just fully invite in these teams through each of the rays, giving permission to use my vessel. So I'm going to invite each of you to do the same. Give them permission to use your vessel. Give them permission to using the mental pathways so that the full reconstruction can move through. This is, of course, coming in through the higher self and higher consciousness. These are all in service of the light. Wow. Wow. Okay. We're going to take a few moments here and we're going to hand this over to the teams. Okay. Handing everything over fully and allowing working through the higher self, through the cord of higher consciousness and allowing reparations through the red ray, cosmic planetary reparation teams, green ray, cosmic planetary reparation teams of light, and violet ray, cosmic planetary reparations, repairing the lines of war, repairing the lines of murder, suicide, or traumatic death, and just allow yourself to breathe and relax. Breathe and relax. Opening up the gateways of the nervous system. Opening the gateways of the nervous system. Repairing. 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 Oh. So much energy pouring in. And requesting, still feeling a pinch. Now, if you're feeling anything, be sure you reflect it. Requesting to receive an opening in the right side neck. There's a pinch there still. Opening, right? Opening, 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 releasing the knot, opening, releasing the knot, releasing the knot, releasing, opening, 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 opening. And is it necessary for us to be aware of the incident? No. Okay. So calling all pieces of us back, calling all pieces of us back through time. Calling it in, calling all pieces of the soul back in through time. And all pieces passing through the ray of love and wisdom, passing through the green ray. All pieces passing through the green ray. Calling everything back in through the green ray, passing in, coming through the green ray, opening, clearing, clearing and closing these lines. Whoo! Clearing and closing these lines. Green ray is dissolving the lines. Closing the lines of war. Closing the lines of war. Closing the lines of suicide. Closing the lines of murder. Clearing all imprints of murder. Clearing all imprints of suicide. Clearing all imprints of war, planetary and cosmic. And calling in any and all cosmic ray and all teams working in the higher rays of light to assist in the reparations. Oh man, that feels so much better. That feels so much better. I don't know about you guys. It finally just, boom, it finally just, there was a pop. It's open. I feel so much energy coming in. It's coming in from, it's at the solar plexus up to the neck. From the solar plexus to the neck, there's so much that's here per these reparations of war and suicide and murder. I can still, it feels like we're moving through time. That's what it feels like. And it feels like we're picking up and gaining the reparations on a quantum molecular. There was such a massive pinch in my neck and shoulders. My goodness. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I am feeling something in the spine. If you guys want to hang in there with me a little bit longer, we'll go through all of this. If you don't want to, you can always tap out, but I'm feeling like like a broken, if there's ever been a broken spine or a broken back. Calling in higher cosmic ray reparations to the spine and the back. Or any implants in the spine. Requesting a release of any lower implants held in the spine. Requesting to remove any lower implants, any lower alien implants. Removing these from the spine. Requesting the higher light team assist in removing these through space and time. Especially for those of us there comes that connection into the shoulder again, up through the throat. Okay, so for those of us that hold an alien connection, of course, that's so many of us here as starseeds. For starseeds that are bringing with them or have somehow have picked up an alien implant in an attempt to activate or to work within the splicing of DNA, requesting a clearing of that from the higher realms and from the higher cosmic rays and the higher teams. Requesting a clearing of this from the Atlantean, clearing the splicing or distortions in the DNA, requesting a clearing through all higher cosmic rays, and removal of all alien implants, lower alien. Anything higher we will request and receive. And that would be a technology of vibration. I mean, a vibrational technology. And yes, thyroid has been coming up a lot for me as well. So we're going to move through the spine. Oh yeah, I can feel a lot pulling up and out, removing. I keep hearing lower AI, removing all lower AI implants. This is definitely, that's been coming through government. That's been coming through planetary government, lower AI has. I can feel that. Clearing, calling in a cosmic shield to clear and to create a protective field around the psychic. Shielding the senses. And opening and clearing the channel. Opening, clearing the channel from any and all lower control frequencies, lower AI, lower alien, clearing. Clearing. That's a lot being pulled up through the heart. Clearing. Clearing, opening, 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 opening through the heart. Clearing, 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 clearing through the throat, clearing through the heart, clearing through the throat, clearing. Up and out, up and out, up and out, up and out. Clearing, 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 clearing. It is dissolved. It is released. It is dissolved. It is released. It is dissolved. It is released. That's another big one. That's still being pulled up and out. It's like we're being put, it's like a mat, it's like a suction cup, just suctioning up, 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 up. Pulling it all out, pulling it all out. Those were heavy in the field. Pulling up and out. Pulling up and out. Pulling up and out. Okay, feeling a lot of pinching in this, man, the shoulders here. Opening. Opening, 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 opening shoulder blades, reparations to shoulder blades. I feel a lot of this is because there's a lot being removed. Honestly, I feel like there is a lot happening and it's going to be a bit sore for a minute. Yeah, because I can really feel the vibration there, which means let us just take a moment. Let me just take a moment here for the spine and shoulders to complete. We need to take a moment because, oh gosh, yes, on those shoulders. This is we need to take a few moments here instead of rushing through it because we need to take a moment for everything to complete. And I know this is a lot. I know we're going on 2 hours here, you guys, but this is a lot of stuff. And I'm really grateful because I can feel the just extreme discomfort. Yeah, major shoulder implants on the shoulders. A lot of control. I'm hearing control frequencies implanted. A lot of control frequencies implanted through the shoulders, trying to block the heart. I want to call in the order of Melchizedek through the hairlines and the order of Melchizedek the cosmic universal, calling in the universal order, connecting, moving into the shoulders, opening into the reparations, releasing all dark control, AI, alien, releasing any and all imprints where this vibration has been intercepted at any point in time. Opening into the shoulders, opening, opening, opening. Here we go, opening. Repairing universal, cosmic, planetary, quantum. That feels good. Receiving platinum ray, platinum diamond, and receiving the transparent ray, the clear ray, the pure ray of source. Receiving. Moving through the oscillation of the reparations. Yeah, now I can feel where that third eye and crown is coming into it, that higher is coming into it. That feels good. Receiving. Order of Melchizedek. Brotherhood in white, sisterhood in white. Man, you guys, that was so much coming into, we are being lulled, rocked, if you will. We are being guided. It's like this gentle, I'm just like, it's like gently rocking me. And I can feel where it's moving in through the shoulders, into and through the chest. Matching the wave. That's what it is. We're matching the oscillation wave, matching the wave of reparation, matching the wave. Just matching the wave. I feel like someone is just, I feel like I'm sitting in a rocking chair and someone's rocking me. Thank you, Order of Melchizedek. Thank you. Receiving. Now, please let me know how you're feeling with the shoulders before we move on. Mine, just with that, I feel amazing. Now I don't feel any pinching. I don't feel anything. I can. It's like receiving this beautiful massage, energetic massage, Order of Melchizedek, the highest order of the universe, assisting, repairing. And it feels like I'm wearing a shield of armor. Like it feels like I'm wearing armor now. That's exactly what it feels like. It feels like a shield, armor, light armor was received. That's what I feel like I'm wearing. Yeah, it feels numb. Yeah, it does. It feels numb. And it also feels like there's been a suit of armor that's been placed there to protect and repair. So I do feel we've received like an armor of light, which is repairing. And so we're going to finalize this because once we finish here, everyone might want to take a nap. Yeah, no, we're going to go through the spine. I'm going to now request through, because I could feel where the cosmic orders could only do so much. We needed a higher order to come in. Okay, so Order of Melchizedek also requesting assistance in the reparations through the spine and the thyroid. Beginning in spine, I can feel it moving into the spine. Oh, that feels good. Okay, receiving reparations through the spine and the back, going up through the back of the neck. Again, moving up through that shoulder. For me, that right shoulder was such a big space that could just be personal for me. It almost felt like my entire arm, almost like, I don't know, that I'd lost my entire arm at one point or it had been cut off. So moving up through the spine, receiving the reparations through the spine, which I feel is removing any imprints or implants of, well, first we'll say imprints of traumatic death. Maybe where the spine was cut off from this, like the spinal cord was cut. Repairing. Repairing the spinal column, repairing the spinal cord. Thank you, Order of Melchizedek. Receiving the universal light. Receiving the platinum diamond ray, receiving universal, receiving platinum, universal, platinum diamond, universal platinum, universal diamond. Receiving. Repairing all points. And also requesting from Order of Melchizedek if there's any familial inheritance where we have inherited certain diseases passed down through the neural network, passed down through the blood. Requesting to begin the disconnecting, the releasing from that, and also moving into the cord of consciousness, connecting into the higher self, calling in the connection to the soul, connecting to the soul through these higher states of consciousness, and calling down the higher template connecting into and through. So the higher template would be a higher template of your cellular, calling that in connection with the order of Melchizedek and Melchizedek, the universal creator. Yeah, there's a lot to the spine. I feel this one moving up. So releasing, 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 receiving. Receiving reparations from the order. Receiving reparations planetary, familial. Receiving higher template, which is individual soul. Receiving higher template, individual soul. Disconnecting from familial lessons, the lesson group, and the imprint of the lesson group that only teaches, of course, through suffering and pain. We disconnect, connecting into the higher template of light, which is a connection to peace, no pain, just easefulness, no suffering, only joy. I feel that spine opening. Now, because these are reparations, I actually feel some alignment happening. So it might be a little bit sore, but I'm also feeling like a numbing agent passing through, like it's numbing the neural network. And requesting to receive a numbing, can we receive a numbing of the neural network to dull the pain receptors during the reparation? If that is accessible or possible. Also using the power of your mind to dull those senses, dull the pain sense. Calling in the sense of ease, moving into the sense of ease, joy, acceptance, gratitude, moving into that state of gratitude, just really embracing the state of gratitude. Oh, yeah. Embracing the gratitude. So grateful for this moment. So grateful for the support and assistance. So grateful for everything that is happening right now. Oh, so grateful. It feels so good. So good. So grateful. So grateful. So grateful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to the order for assisting. I am hearing that movement of the body, stretching, moving, and using the movement, the stretches, along with the power of intention to correct where any discord might be taking place between your mind and your body. Oh, there it comes. Moving down. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I feel that liquid light pouring in, coming in, coming in. Oh, that feels so good. Now it just feels completely numb. Now, if you're more in tune to the pain receptors than not, it's going to require you moving higher into a higher mental state to override the pain receptors. You have to remember we play a part in this as much as this team does assisting us. So move higher in the mind, Releasing through the breath, releasing. Okay, so finalizing, requesting through the order of Melchizedek to finalize any cosmic war, planetary war-based reparations in the field, in the mental, emotional, physical, auric, okay, I've got some, I'm hearing light language. I'm just going to move through with it. Indiaria sukutaite amatake atakmak atak yamatak tak 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 Indariu ari asuk tukumak atakmari atakmari takmak tuku Indaria tukur takmaria tukur takmak takmak tuku Maria tukur Mario Mario atuk Mario atuk Maruko to Korea so shandare ru shukuria tak maruku I uruku much lighter, feeling so much better. Now, as we finalize this, let us open up the thyroid, also opening the thyroid and requesting any reparations to the operation of the thyroid, moving through the thyroid, activating the thyroid. Repairing through the platinum ring. Repairing all broken lines of time. Repairing. Activating optimal thyroid. Repairing. Repairing. That feels good. That's opening up, opening, repairing thyroid. Calling in a platinum grid into the thyroid, calling a platinum grid into the shoulders, calling a platinum grid into the spine. Calling in a golden field of light. Golden field of light coming in, encasing the aura, encasing the physical plane, encasing the mental plane, encasing the emotional plane, encasing the astral plane. Oh, that feels really good. Okay, yeah, that golden platinum is really going to work. I can feel that. that gold and platinum is really going to work to assist. So gold and platinum grids are maintaining, gold and platinum grids anchored, maintained. Holding these here, manifesting a gold and platinum grid, upholding the tone, upholding the vibration, maintaining a shield, maintaining armor, maintaining, and receiving, continuously receiving through the gold and the platinum rays, receiving, continuously regenerating, rejuvenating, repairing, and upholding reparations that have begun now through the Melchizedek order, through the higher self. Okay. All right, you guys. That feels good and complete. Now, this doesn't mean that you might not feel some soreness. Body's undergoing a lot, but I definitely feel the I definitely feel the reparations, and I feel so much better. I can feel the reparations to the thyroid. Yeah. How's everyone feeling? Colon complete? Thank you for hanging in there. I know this was another long one, but we went through a lot. We went through a lot. So there was a lot received, a lot of reparations, a lot, so much. So I am going to drop in here for anyone that's interested. I am going to be providing a Zoom on 12/21. This is a collective offering for $66. If you think this is powerful, those Zoom sessions are extremely powerful. Yeah, it's probably going to be numb. That's a good thing. Definitely feeling complete. But yes, $66 for 90 minutes. This is a collective contract. It's clearing the planetary cycle of the solstice. There again is a lot connected to this through the sacral. There's a lot of energy, and I mean a lot, that is held by this cycle. And because our planet is moving out of certain cycles into new cycles, we must be energetically able to receive. So I understand that a lot of people celebrate the winter and summer solstices. However, we're shifting out of that energetically as a planet, because our poles are shifting, the polarities have shifted. So we're here. And again, I brought this through for my group. This is going to be the same thing, but there will also be more, because this is for a collective contract. So this collective contract is bringing through, again, another major upgrade to the grids, to the electric magnetic grids through us. They already exist planetary, but we connect into them. We go into that, upgrade our systems. We go through a very, very powerful systems upgrade, upgrading our entire system to receive. We are going to be working through the cosmic rays again. And, you know, it's extremely powerful to connect in. And I do feel that through, again, this release from the releasing and disconnecting and clearing that winter solstice cycle on a planetary through the planetary meridian, through the planetary grid, there's going to be a receiving through this collective contract, I feel, because it's happening on 12/21. We're going to be receiving a very, very powerful cosmic planetary solar contract. So I can feel it. It's very powerful. I was actually going to bring it through on 12/12, and I was like, something was like, no, it needs to be 12/21. Well, I didn't even know the solstice was on 12/21 until my group space told me. So yeah, that's here. So if you would like to receive this, for those of you that have attended this before, you know how powerful it is. Please let me know. I will have in the description the information. You can send me a message through my email, or you can message me on Instagram. And again, it's very, very powerful. 90 minutes or thereabouts, $66. And there will be a replay if you cannot make it live. So just dropping that in here for anyone that's interested. And of course, those in my group space, you guys know you receive it for a cheaper rate if you're interested. So thank you. I'm very glad you stay too, my dear. That's the more that we give ourselves the permission to connect into higher states, the more that those gateways and those connections will build upon themselves. I understand being in pain and being uncomfortable is no fun. And sometimes sitting through these things, it can almost seem like a chore. However, if we allow it, we are shifting. And I'm very grateful you chose to be here and you chose to stay to teach the system, to teach the body, to teach the body how to feel. But that's why we're doing this. For those in my group, we're doing this every day. So this was a part of what I'm bringing through for the group, but I decided to bring it through for the collective and provide it for the collective. So for those of you in my group, we'll do this again tomorrow. So I thank you. I thank you. I thank you so much. Oh, Akandara. Hello, beautiful. I didn't know you were here. I'm glad you chose to drop in. So thank you so much, everyone, for receiving. So very grateful. And yeah, excited to do this again tomorrow. Yes, absolutely. Order of Melchizedek. And I could feel the difference between the cosmic orders and the order of Melchizedek. The order of Melchizedek is one of our highest orders because the universal creator, the consciousness of the universe, this universe is Melchizedek. And that's where the branch of Metatron and Michael come from. And of course, I know you guys have heard me speak about this, about these, what we think and what we believe these things to be, such as a lot of people connect into the angels and Michael as an angel, but these are conscious, these are consciousness. They're ranges of consciousness. And this order is an order of what I would say is the highest universal consciousness. And there are yes, the order operates from cosmic universal. So there are those on the cosmic plane that hold a slight density, and those on universal, which are no density. And it was truly amazing to receive that. And I'm really grateful, just being guided to open this back up and call the teams in to assist. I can really feel, because that was the one thing, connecting into the councils, is I keep hearing is that, you embody, yes, you are embodying, and yes, you are mastering, and yes, you are receiving and upholding through the mastery. But you also have, just like I'm here providing support and guidance and assistance, they are there to support. And so some of these higher levels, that's the one thing, it's just been a reminder for me, is to call them in and allow that experience that was moved through to disentangle from the perception and the belief of what we think they are and how we think they operate and how we connect into them. I can feel that opening, like it was necessary to move through all the different aspects of my own activated experiences where it was just me and I was going through that, and it's really, really enhanced the connection, because I understood myself. When I understand myself, I can understand my connection to everything. And I feel like that's where the disconnect usually happens, is because we don't go through the process of really knowing who we are. We don't go through the process of understanding our voice, our activated state. We end up usually leaning on calling in the help more than anything. We call in all the teams, but I can tell you the power of just like going through that activated state. That was me. That was me activating. That was me. There was some, yes, there was some, the councils were there, but it was me. It was me as my space of myself, right? And from there, it was open and available. Like, okay, so this is what's here that might require some assistance, and that was really beautiful. So, thank you all for receiving. Thank you all for going through this. It was truly, truly, truly amazing. I'm still feeling stuff coming in. So I would recommend what I'm going to do is I'm going to just like I did yesterday, I'm going to go be with this. This came through for hours after. So now, of course, I was laying down too. But if you go and lay down or if you're able to be with this, you're going to feel it coming in for the next few hours. Absolutely. So if you have time and space to dedicate to that, I absolutely would. So in closing, I thank you all. I do hope to see some of you on the 1221 collective activation. Again, it's going to be very, very, very powerful. I do feel out of all the collective activations that I've done, it's going to be the most powerful thus far. I can feel it. And there's something I'm going to share with you guys in my group that I took a picture. I don't know. Okay, so I'm just going to share this really quickly because there's a lot of my group people here. If you guys remember, there was after we did one of our group gatherings on Zoom, we were doing these timeline. It had to do with timeline reconstruct. There was a bunch of stuff happening, but we were moving through and there was a lot of time mastery happening. Well, when I walked into my bedroom, my clock was stuck. It was stuck. And you know what time it was stuck on? 12:21. I have a picture of it that I will share with you guys on my phone. And when the clock finally, I unplugged everything and it finally came back on, and it came back on 12:21. So it didn't reset it. It didn't go back to zero. It came back on at exactly 12:21. So this is a major reset point I'm feeling for those that, and I feel like even those that don't consciously choose to receive it, it's going to be happening energetically, because even if there's just a few of us that step into this in this way, where we're not honoring the solstice, but we're clearing and receiving a new contract of energy in relation to the oscillation of how the planet and the cosmos and the universe is moving right now in this new era of higher dimensional time. So, which is outside of the calendar. And I know solstice again goes by the sun and the planet, but that relationship between the sun and the planet is also changing. And so therefore we're honoring that. And again, there's also going to be some solar body integration. For those of you guys that received it through my group space, this is going to intensify that. So thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do hope to see some of you guys there. And until next time, Adonai.